EA Sports. It's in the game.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go. 180! I'm here all day. Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. Two. Blue jaw, Parker.
On first down, Garoppolo. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Taylor, and that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Over 30 yards there, and first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And Garoppolo, maybe a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
11.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. First carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check.
Running, it's Drake. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here we go. Set. Begin read. Screen. 636. Check. Undercut.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Bean. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
On 1st down, Bean. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now Drake. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
To throw on 3rd down. Bean. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it. All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Mike, here we go. 180. Six guard. Check 6 guard.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Emmanuel Ogbah. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw is Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
11.
Garoppolo looks to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. He goes underneath the drape. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Bean. Dancing to his left. And an alley to run. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Some early fireworks from this rookie quarterback getting the start in week 1.
And every time a rookie quarterback gets to start week 1, you and I both know the extra attention that comes with it. We know that he's going to throw the football, but will he make the right decisions? And in this case, with his legs, he showed the defense there's an extra dynamic to his game.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I'm coming. Check 13. It's the 6. Check 9.
From the gun, Bean. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. There's Garoppolo to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The kick by Gold is good. Gold maybe not blessed with the strongest leg in the league, but he might be the most accurate. 2 for 2 from 50-plus a year ago, and he converts another one here.
Yeah, you don't want to play horse with Robbie Gold as a kicker. That guy can maneuver a football with his foot.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Back to throw. Bean. That ball complete to Isabella. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Let's go, D. Big series right here, so we got to step it up. Shift.
Off play action. Bean. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Bean. He finds Matthews. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Bean. Complete to Bryant. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Over the middle, and He's got Goodwin complete. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First down, 49ers.
Here we go. Black 80. 2.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Going down the middle, and it's complete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And some room to work. Touchdown, Cardinals. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey,
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Operating from the gun. Bean. He's going to look deep end zone for Hopkins. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
21. Here we go.
Now Taylor. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on 11. Receiver. 21. Here we go.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On the return is Peterson. Penalty stings big time there, wipes away a very good return.
And they work on it so hard because the goal is give yourself some space for your offense to really work. Try and gain an additional first down outside the 20 or 25-yard line. Instead, this one's going to come back.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here's Taylor. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
From the 39, Garoppolo, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Chandler Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Hey, team 6. 43's the mic. I'm here all day.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Chandler Jones able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now it's Peterson. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6. At the 16.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Right back to Drake. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. On third and short, Drake. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, some good games around the league here early in Week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
It's been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the 1st down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. And Gold is able to put it through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. A gain of 10, 1st down Arizona.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Hakeem Butler there, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Watch safety creep, watch the creep. Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
12, fellas, here we go. Go ahead. Kill.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball?
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Now on first down, Drake again. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Ready. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Oh, yeah. Check, check. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Back to throw. Open man is born. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll look to throw. He completes it to Bryant. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up alive, and nothing but daylight ahead. The 40, 20, 10. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And that score should be the proverbial icing on the old cake.
What kind of cake?
I go white cake peanut butter frosting.
I like the way you think. And I think they may celebrate with exactly that cake when this game's over.
I'm going down to the locker room. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and with that,